Hey everyone, it's Army Gaming, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Monster Legends. This is a really cool background, and who is that monster holding that sword? That monster also looks really cool. I'm excited about this video. So everyone, welcome to the Monster Legends Abduction Maze. The reason I'm super excited about this video is because the monster available in this maze, based on the sneak peek, appears to be a very powerful mythic monster. And the thing about mazes, especially if you're new to the game, mazes are very free-to-play friendly. So if you don't spend money on this game, if you play this game completely free, you will have a chance to get this monster. And you might even get a chance to get this monster up to rank 1, depending how active you are in the maze. So if this is your first time in a maze in Monster Legends, welcome to the game and welcome to the maze, one of the best accounts in one of the best events in my personal opinion. With that being said, I'm gonna go over the maze, how to maximize the number of coins you can get. I'm gonna go over some costs. I'm gonna go over the best times to move. So please pay attention to this video. If there's anything I haven't answered by the end of this video, ignore all of those alarms. If there's anything I haven't answered by the end of this video, please comment below and I will do my best to get back to you, because I really don't want you guys to miss out on getting this monster. Again, you should be able to get this monster with very minimal efforts, and with a good amount of effort, you can even get this monster ranked up. So let's begin. Welcome to the maze. Collect maze coins by performing various actions in the game. Collect gold and food, fight in multiplayer battle, breed, hatch, feed monsters, but remember, there is a limit. Come back at different times to get the greatest number of maze coins possible. That come back at different times to get the greatest number of maze points possible, that is the key thing that I'm going to go over. So with that being said, you also see a diagram of the different number of coins you can get. You get 30 maze coins for collecting gold, 50 for collecting food, 30 for feeding, you get 15 for PvP, you get 50 for breeding, and 50 for hatching. If you add up all of those amounts, you get 225. Alright, and then that come back at different times, it doesn't tell you, but the key number is 4 hours. You come back every 4 hours, you can get 225 maze coins. Now, that doesn't mean you can't log in earlier. You can log in in 2 hours and you would get half the number of maze coins approximately, right? Instead of getting 225, you'd probably get like 110, let's say, maybe 109. So you'll get about half the number of coins. So let's exit out real quick. And the way the maze works, as opposed to a different event like a progressive island, is that you can choose to move any specific monster. You have to start with Skill Trooper. Okay, you start with Skill Trooper, you kind of just move them down the line. Eventually there's going to be a key, and then with that key you'll unlock the next monster. See how it says 0 out of 1 key? So then you'll be able to move him, and somewhere along when you move Skill Trooper you also get another like gray key, and then when you move Soul you'll get another key, and then you'll be able to move the guard, and then you'll unlock another key, and then you can move the mythic monster, okay? So with that being said, oh look, by the way, he can hold, this monster is a resurrection monster, he can revive, and he can hold the revival essence himself. When Mizriz is out, Mizriz is the team race monster that can resurrect, he's currently the resurrection mythic monster. I said, if he could hold a mythic, a revival essence, he'd be so powerful, and this guy can do it. So, it's gonna be excited to review this monster later. Alright, so with that being said, that's essentially how the maze works. It's pretty simple. Now what you'll notice right now, and let me exit out, it says happy hour. So the game has this thing called happy hour, where for a certain time there is a discount on the number of moves. See how normally to move Skill Trooper it would cost 30 coins? Well, right now it only costs 21 coins. So here's your first advice. You only ever want to move during a happy hour, but you don't want to move right now. Okay, there's a 30% discount, a 20% discount, and a 10% discount. And the 30% discount is the best time to move. But Armor, why shouldn't I move right now? It's a 30% discount. Well, by the time you guys see this video, the 30% discount might be gone. But the reason you don't want to move right now during the 30% discount is because there's another thing called the limited time pathway. The limited time pathway starts exactly 2 days after this event starts. So see how it says 6 days, 22 hours, 36 minutes? In 2 days, so when it says 4 days, 22 hours, 59 minutes, or it might be even, I might be a little wrong, it might be an extra hour, it might be 4 days, 21 hours, 59 minutes, it's one of those. So in 2 days or 2 days and 1 hour, there's a limited time pathway, so a special pathway will appear, and in that special pathway, you will be able to get the mythic monster a lot sooner. Now in the previous month with Moonhaze, SocialPoint made it possible for you to get the monster like super fast. We're talking like 3,000 maze coins, 2,800 with the 10% discount. So when the limited time pathway is first released, there is a 10% discount for that pathway, and that is when you want to move, because it is a direct pathway to get the mythic monster. So I'm going to show you guys this cost. This is the cost. The picture you see here is the cost to get 100 cells and 160 cells, because if we go off the previous pathway, it was possible to get 160 cells in the limited time pathway. So as you can see, with a 10% discount, it was 2,831 Mage coins, and to get 160 cells, it was 4,362 Mage coins. That is amazing, especially when you consider that if you only move when there's a 30% discount, to get 100 cells, it's 5,756. So you save a ton of coins if you move during the limited time pathway. Now here's another thing. I really recommend the limited time pathway because for all you know, you could miss the 30% discounts. For all you know, something could happen, you can get sick, your Wi-Fi doesn't work, a lot can happen. So 100% you should move during this limited time pathway. But that being said, there is another 30% discount other than the one you see in the video at the start of the maze. So that 30% discount, this is a picture from the Knights of Justice maze, that 30% discount will happen when there's 1 day, 17 hours, 59 minutes left in the maze. So 2 days before the maze is going to end, there happens to be a 30% discount, and that is the other time you move. So you move when there's a 10% discount during the limited time pathway, and then you move when there's a 30% discount when the maze is about to end, and that is how you maximize your coin usage. That is maze coin utilization, okay? That is how you spend your coins. 10% discount during the limited time pathway, and 30% discount on the main maze when it's over, and that's how you get additional cells of the mythic monster. And by the way, the cool thing about the limited time pathway is there's actually two 10% discounts. So if you miss the first one, you can likely get the second one because they're spaced, I believe, like 10 hours apart. Or around there, maybe 12 hours apart. I think it's 12 hours apart. So look at this picture from the Tribal Fire Maze. As you can see, there's a 10% discount, and look at the timer on the overall maze. It says 4 days, 8 hours, 59 minutes, right? So there are two 10% discounts on the limited time pathway, and as you can see, there is a shorter pathway to get Quetzalcoatl, a previous maze monster, and you even get gems, and you even get like a relic, and I think a level 6 rune. So 100% move during the limited time pathway, specifically during the 10% discount, and then you move during the main 30% discount later on, 2 days before the maze is going to end, and that is, once again, how you utilize your maze coins. Alright, with that being said, we probably went over the most important thing, how to use your maze coins. Well, one of the most important things, because using maze coins is as important as collecting maze coins. As far as collecting maze coins, it is rather simple, right? The first thing you want to do is collect gold. So the way collect gold really works is you basically collect gold. So I like to collect gold and then press collect all, and everything will collect. Okay, you notice I got like one little maze coin, but everything will collect. That's all you have to do. We'll go back to the abduction maze. See, I have 151. Alright, the next thing is food. So here, I'm going to collect my food. What I like to do for collect food, oh, I got my 50. So that easy, right? And then I come back to collect gold, and I'll press collect on a habitat, and look, plus 30. So there's my 30 and there's my 50. It's literally that simple. The thing is that sometimes you have to wait a bit before you can actually get the coins. So going back to the abduction maze, I got my 30 from collecting food, and I got my 30 from collecting gold, and my 50 from collecting food. For feeding, you go to a monster. It can be anyone, doesn't matter who it is. Let me just feed up a random legendary. This monster is level 80. I'll take him a few levels, it doesn't really matter. So, oh look, I got my plus 30. That was fast. Exit out. I wonder if I might get additional maze coins. So let's see, I got an additional 50. Okay, what happened here is because prior to this we had the glam head pathway, and so what I did is I basically did a way to double the amount of coins I can get for the tasks. So let me see if I can get extra gold. Let me see if I can get extra for feeding. I basically was able to double it because if there's a maze back to back, there's actually a way to get additional maze coins. See, I got an additional 30. So realistically, this won't happen. I will post a link in the video below to explain what I'm doing, why I'm getting additional maze coins. But really, it's just 30 for collecting food, 30 for feeding, 30 for gold, and 50 for food. It shouldn't be doubling the way it is, but again, there's going to be a link in the description if you're curious about how I was able to do this. But basically, get your maze coins the way I did that. And then this one you have to be careful with. Notice right now there is a breeding event, right? So I got Blazinger, I got Tankarion, I got Patient Cyber, and then I only have one slot open. You really shouldn't do this if you're completely free to play. If you don't have the Golden Legends Pass, be really careful with occupying your breeding mountain, your breeding cave, and your hatchery, because you need that to get an additional 100 coins, okay? So for the purpose of this video, shoot, I don't even, no, it doesn't even matter if I gem. But here, I'll do it on a different account. But basically what you want to do is you want to make sure you get your 50 mage coins from breeding and hatching. And the best way to do that, I guess I'll gem it for the purpose of the video. Here, let me gem this. The way you do that is you go here and you click breed, and you want to breed thunder and thunder together. You want to breed thunder eagles. So let's scroll down. The way you breed thunder eagle is you breed a thunder eagle with another thunder eagle. It can be thunder eagle with a legendary monster. It can be thunder eagle with a thunder mythic. It can be 2 mythic monsters. It can be a mythic and a legendary. All of that works. So when you breed 2 thunder monsters together, you will get a thunder eagle. And look, I got my 50 coins. Thunder eagle takes exactly 4 hours to breed and 4 hours to hatch. Right now you see 48 minutes because I have my Camella activated. This reduces my breeding time by 80%. But normally that would say 4 hours. And when I put the monster to hatch, it would say 4 hours if you don't have the golden pass. So the reason you want to do Thunder Eagle is for 2 reasons. The first reason is Thunder Eagle will help you in the maze. If I go to rank up, if I go to a vault and I sort by common and see my Thunder Eagle cells, the reason I have a lot of Thunder Eagle cells is because I've been extracting Thunder Eagle for a future race. So you could also do Merch Snake, but Thunder Eagle makes more sense because you want to extract it for cells, and which will help you in the race. And then basically you do the same thing with hatching. Now if you're not getting your maze coins from hatching, that's because you first have to put a monster into the hatchery, and then you want to sell a monster or hatch a monster, and that is how you'll get your 50 coins from hatching. So I don't want to do that because I don't want to gem through any of these right now, but that's essentially what you do. Another way to keep track is via PvP. In player versus player, every time you attack, watch, let me do an attack. Let me see if my monsters have their relics. I don't think so. So let me do a quick attack. Let's put in that revival. Let's exit out here. Let's put in that mask. Alright, I think it's Jazzy Mask that I use. Jazzy Mask. That's not Jazzy Mask. Eeltrons. Whoops. How do I not recognize it? Alright, I think this is fine. I don't think... I can go without Ragnarök. So here, let me take on this base on the middle. The thing with PvP is... you need to win your attack to get your 15 mace coins. And then you also get to spin the roulette wheel. When you spin the roulette wheel, there is a chance for you to get additional mace coins. So here, let me win this real quick. I believe I can do a... Here, let's get rid of Anticipation. Let's churn transfer. Remember to sub on Hornets. Remember to sub on Cyberel. Alright, cool. So you got to make sure you win your PvP battles. Loading results. 15 mace coins right there. Spin the roulette wheel. And there's a chance to get an additional 50 mace coins right there. See? Now, I would not click on the change reward because basically you just get to respin. The likelihood of you landing on mace coins, in my personal opinion, it's not likely. The only time I would click to respin is if it was absolutely necessary. Let's say that you are 1 or 2 nodes away and you're like, you know what, I have a good handful of gems, let me keep respinning and getting my 50 coins. In that case, it would be worth it, but other than that, I would not recommend it. So here, let me just win another battle to show you guys that even if I do it... Oh, what the heck, he got trade disabled, he got dodge area, armor claw. Alright, here, let's no more failures. Alright, Archangel's Blessing, dang. Alright, we'll do save Rossi, we'll kill Myrak. Alright, I want to show you guys that I'm going to win another PvP, but it doesn't matter in the sense that it won't give me any additional 15 mace coins because you only get 1 every 4 hours. Here, we'll monster review and then recharge. Let's see what he does. Save Rossi, Blessing. I'll do save Rossi, exhausting, save Rossi, exhausting mask. I'm sure we'll alt and then we'll remember to sub. And there we go. Alright, watch. So I won another PvP battle, but I'm not going to get any more 15 mace coins, but I do get to spin the roulette wheel. So see, no 15 mace coins, but I do spin the roulette wheel. So always spin the roulette wheel. Please do not exit out. Always, always, always spin the roulette wheel. Those 50 coins, they will add up over time. So, awesome. So that's basically how you get maze coins. That's all of the different ways to get maze coins. And then again, do not move until there is a limited time pathway and a discount. The other thing is, for those of you that do have the Golden Legends Pass, on the Golden Legends Pass, there are these things called Maze Collector tickets. So let's see if I can find some. Let me scroll to the right. There's some early on too. But these things right here, Maze Collector tickets, these will basically collect for you. So since I am really, really, really into this maze. Oh, by the way, before I talk about that, the reason I had you guys attack is because notice attacks recharge in 1 hour increments. So what you could do is you could do 4 PvP attacks and then come back, and once you have an additional 4 points, That lets you know that it's been 4 hours since you last logged in. You can also just set timers on your phone. You notice my watch has gone off a couple times during the video. So just set a timer on your phone, a timer on your watch, and that can let you know it's been 4 hours. But for those of you that have Maze Collector tickets, you can only hold 30 of them. So what you could do is you could activate it, right? You could activate like all of them. This will be active for 16 hours. Sure, confirm time. And they will collect for you. And the reason you can do this is, especially if you're participating in a breeding event, notice my hatchery is all occupied, right? I'm gonna miss out on 50 maze coins from hatching, so I might as well activate my maze collector so I can make sure I get all of my maze coins. If you do activate your maze collector ticket, then you know what? You can't get any maze coins, okay? So if you activate your maze collector tickets, you cannot collect maze coins because the maze collector is collecting for you. So again, because this is an event where this monster is going to be very powerful, I recommend activate your maze collector tickets. You can only hold 30, so you might as well use them for this maze. Like, there's no reason to really save them up, so be sure to use them there. And then the last thing I want to do, just to show you guys, let's transition over to another account. So this is a brand new baby account, and we're gonna try getting maze coins here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to I got 25. We're gonna go to the abduction maze. So this is a level here to show you it's a brand new account, right? And it is level 47 account. We're gonna repeat all. And okay, cool. I collected gold. Here, we're gonna collect some food. Oh, by the way, for collecting food, the secret I like to do is I like to plant something that's a little more expensive. So here, let's do a winged angel beans. And everything else can be the blue lizard cell. The cheapest thing takes 30 seconds. We'll repeat there. And again, for feeding, you can literally feed any monster. Doesn't matter who it is. Unspeakable. Do you need to be fed? Nope, you're maxed out. What about you, Tiny? You're 81. Here, let's take you a few levels. Alright, fed you a little bit. La 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 la, you wait, da 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 da. And then, oh, here, let's do this. I'm gonna sell a Thunder Eagle. Actually, let me see if I can place. I'm gonna place the Thunder Eagle. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna sell Thunder Eagle real quick. Really, what you should be doing is going into your Monster Lab, extract Thunder Eagle, start, yes, extract, and that way you can hatch. So I'm gonna place Thunder Eagle into the hatchery, and then I'm gonna put a Thunder Eagle into the hatchery, and that is how you get your 50 maze coins. Notice I got 50, and again, I'm getting multiples. That's only because of the thing I did. So there's my 50 for Thunder Eagle. Again, takes 4 hours. Takes 4 hours to hatch. So if you're free to play, that is how you do it. And then let me collect food. Sometimes you'll notice that with food, I got 5. You'll notice you don't get it right away. Just keep spamming it over and over and over again until you get your 50 coins. Let me collect gold. There's 30 right there. Here, let me feed this pandakin. There's my 20. So I'm missing 10. So always make sure you get the maximum amounts. So da-da-da-da-da-da. I'll wait a little more. Let's see. Let's go back to collecting gold. I already got my max. Let's go here. Let me collect. I'm missing 5 more. So I got 20. I got 5. I'm missing 5 more. Let's go to a different monster. Feed a little more. There's my 5. Okay, cool. I got my 30 for feeding. So I got my 30 for feeding. Collecting food. I don't think I've gotten everything. So let me click here. I got 3. Again, let me repeat all. I can try something a little more expensive. But, so we'll come back to that. Here, let's do PvP. The secret of PvP, if you're in a high league, is to put a very weak defense team. Okay, see? Weak defense team, because then you get easy revenge battles. For the most part. That base on the bottom is whatever. It's crazy. But here, let's take on this base. Because I have a Charizard on defense, it is really easy to just click revenge and click auto, and the AI could honestly win, and I'll get my coins. So that is the trick. That is the shortcut to winning in PvP, especially if you're in a higher league. Now, on this account, I've dropped trophies a lot to the point where even my main battles are easy. But for those of you that are maybe in Legendary 4 because 72-hour challenge, I imagine that it could be harder for you. So just be sure to trophy drop or have a weak defense. Alright, let's go back to food right here. Let me collect. Notice, I'm still getting 10s and 11s. And because sometimes I'll see comments of armor. I'm not getting all of my coins. What do? Just keep spamming it. Because you have blue lizard cell, you can spam it over and over and over again. And it doesn't harm you. Here, let's feed and see if I can get a little extra. Doesn't look like it. Let's see. I think that's the last thing to do, right? And again, Thunder Eagle is my timer. Thunder Eagle lets me know if it's been 4 hours since I last logged in. But I highly recommend you just put a timer on your phone and you'll be good to go. So let's just go back to here. We'll wait 4, 3, 2, 1. And let us collect. And 11 coins. And I'm going to keep repeating because I don't know if I've gotten all of my coins. So just keep repeating up until the point where you don't get any more maze coins and you're good to go. And yes, on a free-to-play account, you should be able to get the monster in a matter of days. There's also going to be a dungeon sooner or later. It's called the Maze Coin Dungeon. You'll be able to get 800 or 1,000, maybe 1,000 maze coins, so be sure to do that. That will probably be out tomorrow. And then, yeah, after that, Tomorrow is what? Tomorrow's Saturday, so Sunday, whatever time zone, 2 days after this event started. So when the timer says 4:22:59 or 4:21:59, that is when the limited time pathway will start with the 10% discount. Look, 5 more coins, just keep spamming and you will get it eventually. And I think that's it. It was pretty thorough, but if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Any other thoughts? If you're curious how I was able to get additional Mace coins, again, link in the description. That video explains it a lot better than how I could do it right now, because I actually go through it and show you guys. But with that being said, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Any comments, any questions about how to get the monster, once again, comments below, and I will see you all next time. Remember to subscribe. Best of luck to all of you.